Hi, this is Shannon Kringen, Goddess Kring in Seattle, and it is December 6th, 2021. And I'm going through some changes right now in my life. I'm building a new career, taking care of animals in a certain way, and I'm finding people in a freelance way. And I'm doing less art modeling. I started art modeling in my 20s in 1991 or 1992. And I'm finding new ways to empower myself to earn a living. I also have another random freelance job that I will not really tell you what it is, but I get to make my own hours and start and stop work whenever I feel like it. And I have total freedom in terms of what I wear and in terms of, let's just say I get to make my own hours, and the amount of money I make is just totally random. And I pay taxes on that at the end of the year. But I'm excited that I can just work. I can start and stop work whenever I feel like it, 7 days a week, early in the morning till late at night. I can start and stop when I feel like it. I'm finding like I feel really constrained with the traditional things that start and stop at a certain time. And there are certain really, really complicated rules that I must follow in order to do certain things. But then I've also found other places where I am continuing to have a working relationship with them, and I am able to follow the certain things that I need to do in order to do the ritual of being an art model. So I also wanted to say thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'm not very popular, let's be honest. I'm a very eccentric person, and I'm not really a schmoozer. um, I'm more of a, let's look at my channel now. Let's see, I was trying to get 1,000 or more subscribers. I think I'm going to let that go. I'm going to be positive and say, hey, maybe someday I will have 1,000 or more. I'm kind of hovering right now at 932. So I'm just going to let go. I'm not going to worry about it. I've had my channel for 15 years, and I still don't have 1,000 subscribers. So that kind of proves that my channel is not very popular and not very, it doesn't appeal to tons and tons of, the average person. It probably doesn't appeal to it because I don't really know what it is, other than because a lot of people that have YouTube channels, like I subscribe to lots of channels and I follow like meditation channels, people that live off grid, people that travel, people that talk about health and nutrition. I'm a fan of the carnivore diet personally, and I'm a fan of let's just say I'm a fan of questioning everything, and I admire people who have the guts and the courage to question things. And I'm very much into walking barefoot in the forest and into the microbiome and the good bacteria and fungus that's in the mushrooms in the earth. And when I say mushrooms, I don't mean magic mushrooms. I don't smoke marijuana. Most of my friends do, but I'm not really into marijuana, and I don't eat magic mushrooms. I'm not against that, but I don't personally, I'm not into that. That's not what I mean when I say fungus and mushrooms. So I'm really into nutrition and fitness and exercise. But when I say fitness, I don't mean working out at a gym. I mean just being outside in nature and just breathing in all of the microbes in the forest, and like forest bathing, they call it in Japan. So I'm finding that I want to channel my anger. I have a certain amount of anger and a certain amount of fear, and also a lot of love. And I really am listening to these amazing YouTube channels that I follow. And usually people have a very narrow, like their channel has a certain theme. My theme is just improvisational life of Shannon Kringen, art model, multimedia artist. I paint hats and shoes and handbags. I met Tori Amos, painted shoes for her. I'm just all over the map, and I'm an improvisational person. I'm very earthy. I'm left-handed. I'm an only child. And I guess I don't really appeal to certain people, but I appeal to certain people. So yeah, I'm just tired of worrying about it. So if I can get 1,000 or more subscribers, because YouTube has told me that I can figure out how to earn money with my YouTube channel if I have 1,000 or more, but I don't even know, like, I don't want to put a bunch of cheesy ads on my videos. And so maybe I shouldn't say that because it's negative, but I don't know if that's what it means. Do any of you that follow me make money with YouTube? Is it that you have to have ads and constantly have your ads bombarded, your videos interrupted by ads? Because I don't really care for that. Whenever that happens and I'm watching a video, I push skip ad, skip ad, skip ad, skip ad. I never watch the ads. So I don't want to be fake like that and pretend like I like ads. I don't like ads. So maybe it's silly anyway. So I'm just expressing myself. I'm a human and I love nature and I love eating real food, and I don't like a lot of chemicals in my food, and I don't eat a lot of processed fake food, and I don't use fake products. And so I'm very much on the wavelength of wanting to stay as close to nature as I'm allowed to stay, because it's not very popular these days to be a very natural, earthy person. I don't shave my armpits. I don't eliminate other body hair on my body. I won't go into detail. I sometimes wear makeup. I sometimes don't. I don't tend to wear a bra or underwear anymore. And, part of my job is to not wear anything and be a model for artists who paint and draw. So part of my job is to not wear anything. I'm trying not to use any words that are, against the rules, like the word NUDE and NAKED is not popular. So I'm not going to say those words, but here's a drawing somebody did of me. I think I showed this last time on my Goddess Kring YouTube channel. That's a beautiful drawing somebody did, and who's been drawing me for over 20 years. So I've been art modeling for 29 years, and I needed a break. I needed a change for many different reasons. A lot of them personal reasons I won't go into, but I still work as a model for some people. And I appreciate every modeling job that I manifest, and I'm very grateful for it. I also started working at a new place doing that, which is a bit of a long commute, but I'm really happy to work in a new place. And I have a friend that lives near there, so I visit him and I multitask. And then my other gig that I'm doing on the go is something I can start and stop whenever I feel like it. And so I'm able to do that as I travel. Like I could visit friends in Portland, Oregon. I could visit friends in other cities around Seattle, other states, and I can do this job. So this is a job that I have where I can just do it on the go. And it's a start and stop, and they pay every week. And again, I take taxes out at the end of the year. And but I'm happy that I have the freedom. Freedom is very precious to me, and I have the freedom to have my own hours. And I'm kind of my own boss, but I'm not really, because I'm doing a task for a company. So I'm not doing it for me, fully self-employed, but I have the freedom of when I work and how long I work. And I just get to I get to work by myself. I get to do tasks by myself for a company, and then I get to help people out with something that they need. I just don't want to say what it is, because I just feel like maintaining a certain amount of privacy. But let's just say that I love working alone. I love helping people. I love working with plants and animals. I love taking care of dogs and cats, and I've been doing some of that. I've been cat sitting, dog walking, dog sitting, pet sitting, house sitting. I've done surveys. I've been involved in people who are doing research for their master's degree, and then they give me a gift card for that. I've done focus groups and surveys and different online people that are trying to learn things and do research, and then they give you a stipend for that. So there's so many different ways to earn a living, and I'm a bit of a workaholic, and I'm not real social. So I just wanted to do a video. This is the Goddess Kringen YouTube channel video. And thank you for subscribing, but I release it to its highest good. Part of me wants to have 1,000 or more subscribers, but I can't force it. I can't push the river. So if I'm not popular enough to manifest that, it's totally fine. I release that to its highest good. I release the amount of subscribers on YouTube to its highest good. I'm just an improvisational human being. I'm 53 years old and I live in Seattle, and I'm going to go for a walk. I have many different creative things that I'm doing right now, and I'm painting a purse for myself and a hat and some boots. And I take photographs of animals and photographs of many different things. And where's my purse is somewhere. I have a new calendar for 2022. I'm excited because most things are digital these days, and I like having a paper calendar. I actually get every year, I buy myself and then I decorate it with my own art, a paper calendar. And I don't know where my purse, where is my purse? I don't know where my purse is, but I would show it to you if I don't know where my purse is. Sorry. I'll show it to you next time in the next video. I will show you my 2022 calendar. I decorate it with my own art and I write in it. And so it's neat that I can look up what I was doing 5 years ago on any day of the year. I would never remember it. And I don't like everything to be digital because most things now are digital and require a battery and require that you have a device, a computer or a smartphone or a tablet or whatever. And I like the idea of that my calendar, I also write in a journal with a pen. Like I use a ballpoint pen and I write in a journal, and I do creative writing with friends every week. And I use a pen and I write on paper, and it just feels precious because everything pretty much is digital these days. And so when you actually hand write something, it feels good. And I don't need a battery to look that up. Like I can look up a poem I wrote 10 years ago just in my books, in my journals. And the same thing with my calendar. I can just look up what my schedule is, and also comes in handy for things like income tax when I have to look up what I did. I have like a stack of journals. Oh, here's one. Here's an example of one of my paper journals. This is one that I actually had printed by a company, but these are kind of pricey. These are like $36. When I order one of these this year, I'm just going the cheap way. I just went to like a discount store and got one calendar that was $6 and one calendar that was $2 or actually $1. And I just took my artwork that I had prints of on postcards, and then I just sealed it with packing tape. So I just took photos of myself like these, and then I just taped them on with packing tape. But this is just like an example of one of my calendars. This is like from 2020, and it's just filled, with my schedule. So I know what I did every single day of the year for several years. So there's one of my calendars, and that's an example. I have many, many, many of those. So I've been doing that for many, many years, like at least 10 or 15 or 20. I think since the 90s, actually, I've had a paper calendar like that so that I decorated with my art. So I am really driven by work. I'm not really driven by family or friends or my social life. I do have friends. I do have a mom and a dad. I'm an only child, so I don't really have much of a family. I do have a dad that lives in Florida and a mom that lives on Whidbey Island, and I don't see them very often, to be honest. I love them. They love me. We never know how long our loved ones will be here on this planet with us. I don't know how long I'll be on this planet. So I'm going to make the best of it. I've been watching a lot of near-death experience videos of people, not to be morbid, near-death experiences of people who died and then came back to life, and they talked about their experience. And it kind of inspires me to make the best of every day and to not be so afraid of death. Not that I want to die anytime soon. My vision is to live till I'm 100. So that means I will die in my sleep in the year 2068, because I will be 100 in 2068. So I'd like to pass away in my sleep of old age. That would be nice, peacefully. Because I think I have committed suicide in a couple past lifetimes, to be honest with you. I'm not saying that to be negative or morbid. I'm just saying that just off the top of my head, I'm saying that this lifetime, I am going to solve my problems and make the best of every day on this planet. So I take my anger and my fear and my frustration and my feeling like I don't really fit in with the status quo and I'm swimming upriver, but I've always felt that way. Even when I was in kindergarten in San Diego, I felt like I was different than other little kids, and everyone is unique, really. I mean, if you really think about it, everyone really is unique, literally. But we learn to conform in a certain way, and there's a group think, and some of the group think works for me, and some of the group think doesn't work for me, but I'm not going to go into detail on that because I don't want to argue with anybody. I just want to express my authentic self, and I want to continue living an improvisational creative life. I have my Patreon website, and I have another website for members only, and some people have joined, and that shows the other side of me, a different side of me, a more natural side of me. And I just feel like I do my artwork, I model, I take care of animals, and I have a new side hustle, which is a secret job that I don't want to say is the specifics of it. I just am happy that I have the freedom to run around and start and stop the job whenever I feel like it. And there's just a lot of freedom, and it's total improv, and how much money I make really varies, and there's no guarantee that it's going to be good. But so far it's been good, and I've been surfing the waves, and it's just fun. Like, I'm a real workaholic, to be honest with you. And when I say that, I don't mean that I work 16 hours a day. I just mean that I'm driven. Like, I find work more fun, not just making money, but doing things that are work oriented, like creative writing group that I do with my friends. We don't get paid for that, but it's like the goal is to write. The goal is to work on something together. In other words, I don't like just sitting around chit-chatting with people as much as I like to actually do something, like take care of animals, take photographs, create art, listen to music. Even when I listen to music, I feel like I'm doing it for some kind of therapy. Like, I feel like Tom Petty and Tori Amos are my service musicians, and kind of like people have service animals. My cat also calms down my anxiety. I love my cat. I feed him a special raw meat diet, nutritionally balanced for all life stages of cats. I feed him really healthy food, no junk food in his diet, and he's doing well. And let's see, I'm going to go for a walk and run some errands. And then I have a complicated day tomorrow, 2 different jobs back to back that are creative, and I'm happy and excited about that. And then I have improvisational work that I can do on several days this week. And then I have some projects. I'm helping somebody take care of dogs and cats coming up. And actually, for the holidays, for Christmas and New Year's of 2021, I might be taking care of animals instead of being with my family. And my dad's in Florida, so that's fine with him. And my mom is here on Whidbey Island, and she's just going to hang out with her boyfriend, and she's fine with me just doing something else for the holidays. She's not a real traditional kind of person. Honestly, she's pretty stressed out right now, so she can just have a mellow Christmas on Whidbey Island with her boyfriend, and I can have a Christmas and New Year's in Seattle taking care of pets. While people go on vacation and holiday, I will be taking care of their pets. And so I'm kind of excited about that. That'll be a new, different way for me to spend Christmas and New Year's this year. I don't have any kids. I don't have any brothers or sisters. I never got married, never had kids. I have a boyfriend that I see off and on. But we're not super duper compatible in a super duper like loving kind of way. We're just more like we have a heart and soul and a physical attraction connection. And so that's what I do with that. And I see him a couple times a week. We talk every day, or we text every day. And so that's kind of an unusual relationship. I'm kind of a loner, you would say. And I'm kind of a left-handed only child, introverted. I love to take care of animals, and I love to be by myself, and I love to be in the forest, and I like to follow my intuition and my heart and my soul. So thanks for being here with me. Subscribe if you want, like my channel, spread the word if you want. I guess my channel is about being authentic and me sharing my improvisational life with you. And hopefully you're inspired by it in some way, or you learn something about yourself. You know, most people are not like me. They're pretty different from me. So if you watch me and you're like, wow, that's weird, she's different than me. Hey, maybe you can learn something about yourself from witnessing how different I am to you, or not. I don't really know. I don't always feel like I know how to connect with people in a regular kind of way. All I can do is be myself. And that's why I love taking care of animals, because I really know how to connect with dogs and cats. And I would even take care of someone's tarantula. If anybody in Seattle has a pet tarantula, I'll take care of it if you teach me how. I'm not afraid of tarantulas. Not like I want a bunch of tarantulas in my living room with me, but I'm not afraid of tarantulas, and I'm not afraid of snakes, rats, mice. I'm not afraid of gophers. And I used to volunteer somewhere where they have a lot of animals, and I'm just not really afraid of different animals. I'm a little bit afraid of bees actually, but I love bees. I appreciate bees. I'm a little bit afraid of like a swarm of bees, you know, attacking me or something. Um, but I love animals. I love goats and monkeys and birds and chickens and lions and tigers and bears and all that jazz. So yeah, I'm looking forward to my holidays, taking care of animals. And I have my other flexible job that I can do whenever I feel like it, whenever it's busy enough out there in the world. And I can also stay home and earn money with my various websites. And that's an ongoing project. I'm also open to new ways to earn a living from home. Sometimes I model on Zoom for people who want to draw and paint the art model from webcam. And I also still model in person. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So yeah, so thanks for being here with me. I'm going to close now. My website is shannonkringen.com, and I'm all over the internet. Goddess Kring, Shannon Kringen, if you want to see my artwork, you know, and you can publish my photos for free from my Flickr. I have over 7,000 photos that I've taken of beautiful landscapes, of animals, water droplets on flowers, some very experimental self-portraits. I have a very unique eye, a very good eye for photography, and I'm self-taught. My background is in graphic design and color and composition. So I'm an improvisational artist, whether I take photographs or draw abstract non-representational art. When I model, I also wing it. Like I took art history and I know famous, you know, artistic paintings and poses. But I make up my poses when I model. I don't copy what I see in a book. I just make it up as I go. And that's how I model. It's just everything I do is very improvisational. Okay, that's it. Bye for now.